Moma enkanto na boa bi achijataba. Moma enkanto na boa bi achijahene na maade ato yani. Awerewa wote anajusun. Awerewa wote anajubakasa. Ohuntabu a wotu dade animu. Odi amono ene krono. Moma enkanto na boa bi achijataba. Emerikisi ayentumi anno ne yefreno samampo. Kokrodufo wosi pete ekasama mpempem. Eji ni mo piafo. Yama mpani dada ye mwedi kanye diu. Yama odakra. Ediye ne basi chijamasi etupanyi aneyi. Moma enkanto na boa bi achijataba. Owahire sidimenken koma asase a yama demri fe due yanti tuo ne eti akrabo etuo ankasao odan ho akwaya sabia ba mu ne nsanwunwunu ato so omayen kanto ewie esum eduriye yawo dei ene ye dia yawo sanse ne yawo da yanti asem de okokudrufu a yenyina okasa na efie atadin oko happy fm oko momayen kanto na boa bi achijataba ayerewo tiana jusun ayerewo tiana jubwa kasa. Former President Jerry John Rawlings oko the wanti anti emani si the wanti anti your tea so enwa seche eba ni sei ni de na baya ba mu wetmaten nsa abona tabamu na watamu hwiren ama o men abonyinyin omayan kanto awie omayan kanto na boa bi achijataba okokodufo amema hwewanim ne de kokon okokodufo wokabia ewomu okasa na ebiem atadin nipa nyina se enyempa wo fatabi na de ko ampa why sa sansa o fa de a wode kire why sa sasa tamu amansan nyina hwebi mo piafo yabo mrane say they do something before you die. Yabo mrane wo maim say we junior Jesus why you be me dey the nyansa bo akwa fiti me mofrase ne ati udin onya mfinhia ediosom yensa 73 years why you be edmaden obebo Ghana man nyina ni hia kuayo railways now tam etwere wo bo mo piafo nipa bebrante wase ahyase nanso adwumaden a wo bo no adadi e ma mo piafo wadi kan aduo wadi kan aduo happy fm ma kwan so kosakose Ghana man nyina wie ya bonyinya si wadi kan aduo ben kokodrufo de otan hu a opemo no wasan chi ampa why do pon hini tafa sasiase na o mind tafa man nyina so don't pay us a mumpono or to dino shiawa ampa unsu washia bema wanim eshrei emansante wonka oko hey oh my Ghana yantia some de hey oh my Ghana yantia some de wonu waye abrebia ubudi chiwiem no akiri nka fom ubom power wiem wakiri enka fom emwade kaya dio mampani ya makwaso kusakuso emwade kaya dio yantia some de yawa de di emboni o but di emboni hey wana wo fa won sembe ya brane ni akatechie ya mwade kaya dio Them what they can do. Anglo Kochiko. Anglo Kochiko. Yakira dear. Oko. Do you know what some? Your penasam and then they were done at all. Then could do for Nadania Tono. In Tinka one tempo NCA on Kata or no. A Kata ma me fair and what I near to. And Penny say, and yet I war near war debit. And Penny say, what now mercy war. Medinia Saboka. In same Pia, you may queen, I say, O man Penny, you're my darker. You're my more fearful. Your body can't do. Bamu wa fire keta kwa shapa taso wiye. Bamu wo afire keta kwa shapa taso. Bamu wo eba ne se yo and we jay su ewiye. Ya antituo na sabi son ye ti akrabo. Ensu anto we ama. Ensu anto we ama. Aketu nkasa ne nkasa okwa akono no wato. Baby Yama kwanso kusa. Wa wuti jumedi awie Yama mpani Jerry John Rolling, the man with charisma. Bema wota na du nanimu a na wa hyase dono. Okwa wompena sempo na uhyia no a na wabohu. Ye fe no opem sign open na wa sign wachi. Adwenbone wo trimfa no hu na opem na wo be sign wachi. Dio ni amane hono. Dio ni amane hono. Nana akune Bajima Rollins ni busuani nyina yakọ. Baby bi omu bi a ye momu nyina yakọ ne ma na busua dom nyina. Ye momu nyina yakọ. Ai ye momu nyina yakọ. Hu ye mpa ye momu yakọ. Ye a Happy FM Global Media Alliance. Bajima Queen nyina. From His Excellency Edward Boateng, from that is Boateng, and a Ejimekumu penny for 3 back for me na, and a day sa and semi a day money abusianing na. I got a man in who yako.
Hello Africa, my name is Eunice Tony and this is eTVGhana's African Women's Voices show. This is the show that tackles issues pertaining to women as they contribute to national development. Today you see me clad in black and also in dark colors because here in Ghana, whenever we lose someone, we actually pay respect to the person with colors. So if you see these colors on me, it's because we are paying respect to our ex-president who passed. Tomorrow will be exactly a week he passed, and there's been a directive from presidency. President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo has directed that everyone should engage in mourning for 1 week for the late ex-president. We'd like to say that may the soul of the ex-president rest in perfect peace. Amen. So let's observe a moment of silence in honor of the ex-president, wherever you are, please. May the soul of the ex-president rest in perfect peace. Amen. Our heart goes out to the family. Our heart goes out to friends, well-wishers, Ghanaians, Africans, people all over the world. We say this is a time for us to be strong and remember him by all the good seeds he sowed, so that wherever he is, he will be proud of us because we are beginning to learn from all the lessons he taught us. All right, I'm going to be linking you up right now to the 60 seconds update segment of the show. But before I do that, I'd like to acknowledge my sponsors. They are the people who are making it possible for us to be having this broadcast today. And first on the list is Voltic. Voltic is my hydration partner. And in these times of coronavirus, it is advised that people should take in a lot of water. People should keep hydrated, and Voltic should be what should come to you naturally. That's why the slogan naturally comes. Whenever you're thirsty, naturally think Voltic. And the good thing about Voltic is the fact that Voltic is environmentally friendly and is also seeing to the fact that whenever we drink water, we don't dump the plastics all over, you know, littering the gutters or choking drains. They don't want anything like that. That's why they provided bins in vantage points across the entire country. So once you consume your water, find our bins and drop it there to keep Ghana safe and clean. I'd also like to acknowledge our sponsor, who has also been ensuring that we are catered for in terms of refreshment, and that's Bite Catering Services. She's good when it comes to pastries, when it comes to delicious cakes, to continental and local dishes. She is someone that you should think of. Bite Catering Services has got her number right now at the base of your screen. Call her and tell her what it is that you want. Do you need soup cooked for you the entire week? Do you need beans cooked for you? Do you need stews? What variety would you want to have in your freezer? Because you are a busy woman, Bite to be able to tailor make these food for you just the way you like it. I'd also like to acknowledge Chana Sheto, Ghana's #1 pepper sauce. If you haven't tasted Chana Sheto, it means you are yet to enjoy the delicious taste of Ghana's pepper sauce. We've got it in mild variant and also in hot variant. So whatever you prefer, you can always have Chana Sheto just the way you want it. And the pepper sauce goes with anything: bread, biscuits, cake. I'm telling you, if you try Chana Sheto and cake, you'll be like, wow. Fried eggs, jollof rice, what have you. Just add Chana Sheto to it and you'll be singing a beautiful song the entire day. So we also like to acknowledge Sankofa Natural Spices, those who are bringing the revolution in Ghanaian cooking, actually in African cooking, because they actually have natural spices, natural products that don't contain salt or MSG. Once you add Sankofa Natural Spices to your food, be rest assured that the taste is going to come out better. And you also not be worrying yourself about whether you've put in too much because you're afraid that you've put too much salt. No, that is not the case when it comes to Sankofa Natural Spices. So when you go to the market, please ask your vendor to give you nothing but Sankofa Natural Spices. And my dress is beautifully put together by Afariwa Styles. You can locate her on Instagram and Facebook on afariwa.styles. Afariwa Styles has also come up with gift vouchers from the range of 200 Ghana cedis and above. This is because Afariwa Styles wants to give you the power to be able to gift your loved ones with whatever it is they desire to have. So with this gift voucher, you give it to the loved one, they go over to Afariwa Styles, located just along the Teshinungwa Road, around the Bush Road. You'll find Afariwa Styles there. They've also got another branch at Osu when you go there, or when you even locate them on Instagram and Facebook, they can also attend to you. Delivery services are also available. So Afariwa is just making life easy. And I'm loving my dress so much. If you go in there, I believe you me, you're going to come out with so many things and you'll be spoiled for choice. So if you've not visited Afariwa Styles, this is the time to do so, because Christmas is fast approaching, and knowing who Ghanaians and Africans are, we like to celebrate in our traditional attire. And this doesn't go out for only women. Men also will be catered for when it comes to Afariwa Styles. Now my hair has been beautifully put together by Awo's Hair. You can locate her on Facebook and Instagram and she will sort you out. Awo, the revolution of my hair is not easy at all. I really love how it's, you know, bouncy. I'm enjoying the feel of my hair. Oh, thank you so much, Awo's Hair. So right now, I'm going to be linking you up right now to the 60 seconds update segment, where we talk to you about what's happening to women across Africa and in Ghana. Do stay tuned. The Young Professionals and Youth Coalition, YPYC, which was held at the Accra International Conference Center, awarded Vodafone Ghana CEO Patricia Obonai with the Young Professional Role Model in Women Executive Leadership Award. The award aimed at recognizing the most distinguished transformational leaders, influential and inspiring leaders, as well as change makers in the private and corporate world. Patricia said, commenting on the award, "I am honored to receive the award. It is always a delight to be given the opportunity to engage with young people." The Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Protection issued a statement in Accra asking media houses to stop showing the face of the alleged rape victim who bit off a robber's manhood. She said this will endanger the victim's security and psychosocial support being given to her by the ministry, and also might lead to re-traumatization of the victim. The statement said, in respect of the victim's safety and healing process, the ministry kindly pleads and requests all media houses and social media outlets to stop the circulation showing and exposing the face of the victim and her identity. Prime Minister Sarah Kugongelwa Amadila has urged women not to withdraw cases of gender-based violence they report to the police against their loved ones. This was being said at a SWAPO rally at Utapi in the Omusati region of Namibia on Saturday. She also urged parents to teach their children to respect other people's rights and told the community members to encourage people subjected to gender-based violence to report to the police, and also said victims should not be pressured to withdraw cases once they have been reported to the police. Young comedian Emanuela has revealed she has bought a house for her mother on her Instagram page by saying how thankful she is for all the encouragement and support her mother has given her. She captioned her post, "I built this for you, Mom. Mummy, I know you said you wanted a portable house, and this is it." She also shared pictures of the beautifully furnished house as well as photos with her mother, brother and her team inside the house. And you're welcome back from that segment. If you just joined us, this is eTV Ghana's African Women's Voices show, the show that tackles issues pertaining to women as they contribute to national development. Earlier on our social media pages, we actually told you, or those who are not aware, we made people aware that we're going to be talking about an aspect of safety that is really, catching a lot of attention. This aspect of safety becomes really important to us whenever we are approaching the Yuletide. It's not like we don't need to observe safety around this time. We need to observe safety from January to December. However, the case is always very different when it's approaching Yuletide. That's why we want to get us to all look into this situation. Now, the fatal crash involvement per 10,000 drivers for men was 3 times that of women. Hence, about a ratio of 5:3, a ratio of 5.3 is to 1.7. And this is from the National Library of Medicine. So this goes a long way to determine the impact of traffic accidents on African homes where men are mostly breadwinners. In Africa, we see that men are breadwinners, but women are beginning to change that thing. And we know that as time goes on, we begin to see that women also are contributing a lot to the family. Because here is the case whereby we work and we still do our domestic chores. So we're going to be looking at the impact of road accident on the home. It's Christmas time and then somebody is going away. Maybe your husband, your dad, your brother, or any member of the family is going somewhere and then the person doesn't return. That's not what we all look forward to. So we want to ensure that there's safety around everyone, and also to let you know that there's impact on family members, there's impact on your friends if you just go away. We want you to be safe. So when you drive, we want you to drive safely. So to help us talk about this is somebody who is really dear to us and also dear to Dunwell Insurance. She is Jennifer Bebley. She is the head of marketing and business development for Dunwell Insurance. She is going to let us know the impact of what the situation is on homes and also the need for insurance so that they cushion you, for better days ahead. Welcome to the show, Jennifer.
Thank you for having me.
Wow. Anyway, it's really a sad thing to talk about. Whenever we mention road accidents, people do not have anything nice in mind. Most of the time it's gory. If it's not gory, you find people disabled or maimed in ways that they can't do anything about anymore. So just to kick off the conversation, could we just, look at what would you say is a road accident or a traffic accident?
I would describe road accidents or traffic accidents as involving the collision of vehicles on the road that would lead to or result to damage to another vehicle. It wouldn't end there when I say just another vehicle. It could also destroy property such as a house, a fence wall, or even cause injury to a person. So in a nutshell, that's what I would describe
as road accident.
Exactly.
So whether it's fatal or whether it's a case where people are maimed, it's still an accident, and
Exactly.
there's a cover
and
for
it's
that.
not limited to a vehicle. It could be damage to somebody else's property. It could be a house or a car being hitting somebody on the road. So it could also cause injury to a person.
All right. Since you're coming from Dunwell Insurance, and it's an insurance company that we know is credible and has been there for a very, very long time.
Yeah.
So you have a lot of experience when it comes to issues like this. Is there a way you can like share a story with us about what happened to somebody who approached Dunwell Insurance and how it impacted the family? Because we want to really face reality and not just tell people stories. We want them to know that it's actually happening to someone.
Honestly, on a daily basis, we know we work in an insurance company. We see claims come in on a daily basis. And if you look at pictures, of the effect, that is the damage caused to families cause of an accident, it's quite worrying. Because I could share a million stories because it's something that, we see on a daily basis. Accidents, road accidents can really affect a family in so many, because I will use a typical example of somebody who's a breadwinner for a family, and then the person is involved in an accident and passes, is dead. What happens to those that he leaves behind? How do they survive? We see stories of even our mothers. I must say, yes, in your intro, you talked about men, being involved in more road accidents, but normally our mothers who go to the hinterlands, to buy stuff, also are involved, are exposed in a way when they join passenger, vehicles and are involved in accidents that, could destroy their families, because they also tend to, cater for the family, and people could be in wheelchair, could be dead, could be, completely destroyed because of accidents. And it's something that is increasing on our roads. So that's what I would say.
Yeah, somebody watching may end up saying, okay, so it means that women are safer drivers. So it means that if you're a woman, you're a safer driver, is the man.
I think some of the women are daring as well.
Yes,
but I guess a few of them are daring. Most of us are scared. You find women on the roads and the way we are extremely careful, but men are risk takers. So it's understandable why
that could explain the reason why it happens that way.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just move in deeper. So a situation whereby this happens to a particular family, it's always good to have insurance.
Definitely.
So it means that people should not be thinking about insurance after the incident has happened.
Not at all. You shouldn't wait. We all don't envisage, an unfortunate incident happening, but it's inevitable. Sometimes we are exposed. Even within your studio, we are exposed to all sorts of risks. So it's also better to take the necessary precaution not to be found wanting in the event of any unfortunate incident occurring. Yes.
Okay, so now, let's say I have gotten this education. Somebody who is also watching has gotten the education. Let's say, okay, fine. We have decided that we don't want to wait for the risk to happen. We want to take an insurance before anything happens. Definitely. Not that we are saying something bad is going to happen, but just in case something happens, we need somebody to cushion us. Could you walk us through the process? I'm interested in getting an insurance policy, and I come into Dunwell. What's going to happen?
Well, I must say we underwrite a lot of policies, so I will just use a typical, maybe personal accident policy. Okay. I'm saying personal accident because, our discussion is more on road safety this month, and we know that when somebody's involved in an accident, definitely there's compensation based on the degree of injury or the fatality. But I would always say that, whatever compensation is given to you cannot give your life back in the event of a fatality, or even if it's an injury and you're permanently, disabled, whatever compensation is given to you will not exactly. So it is always advisable for us to take, that's what I'm using personal accident policy, for example. We all sit in a vehicle one way or the other. In our homes, we are exposed to all sorts of risk. A personal accident policy can be taken by every family or an individual. So you walk into a Dunwell insurance office. Normally would interact with you, I mean, on your business activity in general, because we don't just give a policy because you need it, but a personal accident policy, for instance, is good for every individual as well as businesses. This policy covers, you know, an individual against death, temporary disability, total disability, and then also some medical resulting from an accident, some medical expenses paid as a result of that. So if you walk into our office and we take you through this policy, for instance, you're made to complete a proposal form. The proposal form is just to let you give information. So we analyze the risk and then rate accordingly. So on completion of a proposal form, we look at the risk and then inform you of the premium that you're supposed to pay. Then after that, we issue the policy, explain what it covers and all that to you. And then we give you a policy document. You pay a premium that is commensurate to the risk you've taken, and then we are good to go.
Okay, I like the approach you take, because you're saying that you take time to explain the policy to the customer. We're going to be going for a quick commercial break. When we come back, we're going to ask you deeper questions about the explanation you give to your clients when they come to get this policy. So do stay tuned. And you're welcome back to eTV Ghana's African Women's Voices show. I have a message here from Hoopro, and it says, it's a two-way affair with no third parties. Be part of Ghana's leading influencer marketing platform, Hoopro. Influencers get discovered and join brand campaigns. Brands have access to relevant influencers to tell your stories with any budget and get all your reports in real time with just a click. Download Hoopro on Google Play Store or Apple App Store. Visit hoopro.com for more information. Download and sign up now. WHOOPRO. Hoopro. Gets more and more. Hoopro. Reach, influence, power. So this goes out to everyone watching me right now who wants to make money on the side. There are ways to make money right now by just having a phone and being on social media. Download Hoopro, and then you get to sign up to become an influencer. It means that you get to be somebody who will be talking about brands. So you select the brands that you like to talk about. It could be about health, it could be about education, it could be about any topic at all. Sign up to it, and then you become an influencer automatically. When brands come in and then make requests, you definitely be rolled into the campaign. So as you sit down, you make money on your phone. This is not the time to say, oh, I just finished school, I don't have anything doing. Hoopro is giving you an opportunity to be able to make money with that phone of yours. Don't keep buying data. Buy data and make good use of it, get money in return. So before we went on the commercial break, we were talking to Jennifer, and she was explaining to us or walking us through what happens if you want to take an insurance policy from Dunwell. So as you get in, they explain various scenarios to you, explain some of the policies to you. They don't just come and say, okay, what policy do you want? Okay, I want one against accidents. Okay, take it. No, they engage you and determine the various risks you have around you and help you to be able to make a choice as to what you feel you'll be able to, take, and the premium you're going to be paying on that. But she mentioned something that they sit down and explain to you, and that's the question I want to ask her. So now that Dunwell sits down to explain to consumers or to customers, I want to say it's a very, very good point, because a lot of times what people complain about, around insurance companies is that, oh, they don't say anything to you, but when you want to make your claim, then they begin to tell you so many things, and they tell you that it's in the contract that you signed, it's in the claim form, and you don't even know anything about it. So to avoid scenarios like this, Dunwell takes time to explain to the client A, B, C, D, E, F, G. These are all the things that will happen if this happens. So everybody is aligned as to what to expect. All right, so that's actually thumbs up to you on that. So now, if somebody gets to understand what he or she wants to do and chooses, okay, let's say a personal policy, and you said it involves an aspect of, protection or cushioning against some kind of accident.
Yeah.
So then after the person has left the place, over time, the person is involved in an accident. What should the person do now? Because it means that something has happened. What do I do? Do they call Dunwell Insurance, or are they supposed to go to the police station? What do they do?
I will say each policy and the processes when it comes to claims. I'll use motor as a typical example.
Okay.
If you are involved in an accident, depending on, when there are two vehicles involved, normally, for avoidance of doubt, the police involved so that they are able to determine who caused the accident. By doing so, if you're involved in an accident, you have to take a picture of the damaged vehicle.
Okay.
We have what we call accident report form that is completed.
So where do you get that accident report form?
You can get it on our website.
Okay.
You can get it from our offices. You call, it can be sent to you via mail. So you complete an accident report. But the most important, you also have to take a picture of the damaged vehicle, and then also a copy of your driver's license, and then the estimate of repairs. Normally, you wouldn't have it immediately. So you need to notify the insurance company immediately of that. Some of the documents wouldn't be ready the same day due to one or two. For instance, the police report will not be given to you on the same day of the accident. That is when there are two parties involved. So when these things are completed, depending on the seriousness of the accident, if we need to get a surveyor to go and look at the vehicle, we'll do that. And then the processing starts.
Okay.
Yes.
So it means that a picture has to be taken right away.
Yes, the
accident scene.
Exactly.
Oh.
We normally even would prefer if we have the vehicle registration number.
Showing.
Yes.
So that people can just take any kind of picture and
exactly,
then send to you.
Because a lot of the claims are also put in that are not, genuine.
Yes,
so all those things are
get that aspect.
checks just to be able to ensure that we are paying a genuine claim.
So if you get involved in a situation like this, ensure that you take a picture, and when you're doing that, you get your registration number showing, so that it makes your case genuine and easy to process. Okay. So now let's say that both cars are damaged. So your car, as somebody who is with Dunwell Insurance, and then the other car, well, maybe not with Dunwell, with some other, you know. So what happens? Is the person supposed to allow you to take over the conversation with this other person?
That's where I indicated it depends on who caused the accident. And that you need, to have the police come in to determine what happened, a witness, to ascertain what happened. Because at such incidents, everybody will say, it is not my fault, it is your fault, it is my fault. So to avoid all these, doubts, normally the police would come, to the side. When we drive around town, we see the police take measurements and, do their further investigation. Also, they test the vehicle to see if, they are all in roadworthy, good condition. So based on all these findings, then, the claims will be processed based on that. So if, let's say, the other party caused the accident, every vehicle on the road is supposed to have insurance, at least a third-party insurance policy in place. So if the accident was caused by the other party, then he would have to, all these documents that I mentioned, fill an accident report form, a copy of his driver's license, and then the copy of the police, and lodge a claim with his insurers. So they would repair the vehicle of the one that he caused the accident, the other vehicle.
Okay.
Alternatively, if it is the other, the other party, they would also have to notify their insurance. But, there are various types of motor policies. There's comprehensive and there's third party. If you have a comprehensive policy and the other person caused the accident, he would have to repair. But you also can put in a claim from your insurers. But in insurance, you're not supposed to benefit. You can't have it fixed by your insurers and then you go to the other party who caused the damage to have your maybe amount paid to you. You can't. So the insurance company will pay the claim and then go to the other insurance company of the party who caused the accident to take a recovery.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So that's fine. Because the reason why I had to push for this is because after this commercial break, we'll be going for a quick break. I want us to talk about some aspect that sometimes clients do not really consider. You mentioned we need to ascertain who caused the accident.
Exactly.
So at the end of the day, if it happens that it is the person who has got
that is when the other parties involved, definitely.
When the other parties involved. So I'd like to know what the case is going to be. If it happens that the person who's got the downwell insurance actually caused the accident, we need to know what the case will be so that those of us who really do not understand the processes of insurance will get to know what exactly is expected when they are the ones that caused the accident. After this commercial break, do stay tuned. You're welcome back to eTV Ghana's African Women's Voices show. Just before we went on the commercial break, I was going to ask Jennifer to explain to us what the case is if you, as a client of Downwell Insurance, actually caused the accident. What happens to you? Is there any help for you, or are you asked to, well, fix your car because you didn't drive safely, so there's nothing we can do about it? Jennifer, is that what the case will be? If you caused it and you...
If you caused it, that's why you insured with us. There's no way we normally have a process. We will investigate.
Okay.
If we are liable, we have to pay. Yes, if we are, I mean, because, you know, we don't foresee accident happening. There could be a genuine, you know, unfortunate incident.
Okay.
There are other situations that could let us say that for this, we are not liable. I mean, there are a lot of factors. As if you are driving without a driving a license, if you don't have a license, you are not authorized to drive. So there are a number of, you know, instances where we would not be able to honor the claims because you didn't do what was right. But if it was just an accident, we don't have a choice but to pay.
Yeah. Oh, Downwell is so nice. You mentioned something about having your driving license. So it means that sometimes this car is being driven by maybe the person's son who is 18 and above, but probably has got an expired license. Maybe he didn't go to renew it at that point in time. So it means that he's got no license. So if that's the case,
you must have a valid driving license. At the end of the day, you must be authorized. It is okay for your son to drive your car as long as you have authorized him and he has a valid driving license. So
in the case where he doesn't have a valid license, then it's a different story altogether. Because it's a requirement.
Because we want to protect innocent, you know, people on the road. So if we leave the floodgates open, people will do all sorts of things on the road. So we must be guided on the road with what our activities.
Oh, wow, interesting. So viewers, we've got some endorsements from some Ghanaian celebrities talking to Ghanaians about how to, you know, keep themselves safe as the Yuletide season approaches. So at this point in time, I'd like to link you up to those videos so that we get the messages from them and then go by them. Okay, so do stay tuned. The videos will be coming up shortly.
The first thing I'll say is Christmas is as usual, and there's something we say here in Ghana: "Don't you never you obiansheni the patcho." Yet my family go obiansheni because the very first year essential genuine na so December will be strong. If you drink, don't drive. You drive, don't drink, like we say as usual. Take good care of yourselves. and watch yourself. Driver no post speed that. Oh, to me, it's over catching the driver. Patch out for
and I don't have that for Madina Family. Bronya Berry, when you don't find the bay basa basa. It's Miss Shonara, when you have Taro Pando, and in there, Pedeka, Kara, Monuments, if Pede, Ijuin was Monuments, it's your men, Kakar. Now, let's stay safe on the road. Let's not overspeed because overspeeding kills. This initiative is proudly brought to you by GMABC in partnership with Danwell. Stay alive with Danwell.
Yo, what's up? This is EL, man. This is GMABC, Road Safety Month. So I want you guys to be safe. Christmas time is coming. I know it gets crazy around this time, but be safe. Make sure your car is roadworthy. Observe the road rules and regulations. And you know, be safe, man. Don't drink and drive. And I'll see you on the flip side. It's EL, baby. Be safe.
Abaya no cry wa mama sa kwaba. One baby you. Kaya tunachi. Aya. When she we ados. Mama we don't text and drive. Over speeding. Wouldn't pano so en communicate. And I remember go. Banza can she we ados. Should I this year? Should I gonna my baby? Stay safe, we're done well. Stay safe,
And you're welcome back. You got the messages from our Ghanaian celebrities. Do not text and drive. Do not drink and drive. If you are tired, just park, take some rest and continue the journey. Okay? And if your vehicle has not got the right documents, if your vehicle does not have the roadworthy document, try and get it updated. Your license, update it. Ensure that you've got everything intact. We do not want to see you, have an eventuality and then you're not able to make claims from your insurance company because you do not have the right documentation. We want you to stay alive for Ghana and to stay alive for your family. So we've got a message here from Happy FM's mass wedding. The registration is about to happen. What God has put together, let no man put asunder. It's that time of the year and the bells are tolling. It's the 15th edition of Happy FM Valentine Mass Wedding and Happy FM is calling. Are you ready to walk down the aisle with a special person? Then this is for you. Registration for Valentine Mass Wedding 2021 is ongoing. Simply pick up your form at Happy FM, Asylum Down, or at YFM, Accra Mall, for only 500 Ghana cedis. This registration is all you need to make your dream wedding come true. Your wedding gowns, your suit, your honeymoon package, marriage certificate, and registration are all catered for. This is too good to be true. And remember, one of the couple stands a chance to win an all-expense-paid trip to Dubai. For further inquiries, call 020-2222-069, 020-2222-069. How I wish you watching me right now will be the one who's going to win this trip to Dubai. I wish that for you, but you need to make that call right now or come to YFM in Accra Mall or Happy FM in Asylum Dam to pick up your form for only 500 Ghana cedis. We'll continue the conversation with Jennifer right after this commercial break. Don't go away. And you are welcome back to eTV Ghana's African Women's Voices show. I want to take a look at some of the messages that are coming in. The phone lines also are going to be activated, so you could just give us a call if you want to make a contribution or ask a question around taking an insurance. Okay, so I see you, Naomi Kweku. I also see you, Drazonyra. I also see you, Solomon. And I see a lot of you giving us waves all the way from China. I see you giving us a wave from Mexico. I see you giving us a wave from Tamale. And I see you giving us a wave from OT region. Thank you very much for supporting ETV Ghana's African Women's Voices show. Okay, so now Emilia says, wow, thank you so much for keeping us updated on what to do to stay safe on our Ghanaian roads. It gets really scary towards Christmas, but with what you're telling us today, we want to believe that Ghanaians would take your advice. God help us. Yes, Emilia, God help us, but we also need to be able to help ourselves first, and then God will help us do the rest of the work. So phone lines are activated right now. If you want to give us a call, please go ahead and give us that call. Now, one of the pertinent questions that people always like to ask insurance companies is claims. How long does it take to make a claim? If I put in my claim today, does it take like another 6 or 7 months? Like, how long does it take to be able to get my claim to move on with my life?
I think there's a perception out there that insurance companies don't pay claims. But if you look at the statistics of claims paid by insurance companies, you'll be surprised. I mean, I'm not restricting it only to Danwell, but we are an entity or an industry that is regulated by the National Insurance Commission. We have deadlines for payment of claims. And if you don't adhere to it, there are sanctions, you know. And I would say that we pay claims on a daily basis. When it's a minor claims, we pay within a day. But there are claims that are quite not straightforward. As I indicated, you need, if there are 2 people involved, you need to get a police report. But when all documents are submitted, your driver's license, because normally claimants will notify the insurance company that, okay, I have a claim, I've completed an accident report form. But maybe a garage would have to look at the damage to your vehicle, assess it to be able to, give an estimate of repair. So all those things contribute to, I won't say delay, but then to claims not being paid maybe immediately. But when they are minor and they are straightforward, we pay within a day.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So claims are paid by insurance companies. With Danwell, not excluded.
Okay, so now that you know that claims are paid within the short period, depending on what kind of claim it is and the investigations going on around that claim, Danwell is assuring you that you don't need to fear at all. You get your claims paid once investigations prove that you deserve it. Okay, so now that we know, if I want to open or if I want to get a policy from Danwell, who should I contact? What do I do? How do I do that? How do we contact you?
Danwell office. We have offices nationwide. We have offices in all, the regional capitals, as well as over 30 agency outlets nationwide.
Okay.
But our head office is located in Osu, Kuku Hill. We are next to the Noble Chinese restaurant.
Okay.
And we can be reached on 0302 763 065.
Please take it again.
0302 763 065 or 0302 763 171. You can equally send us a mail on info@danwellinsurance.com.
Okay, so is there somebody who actually replies to these mails?
Yes,
because
we actually have a
there are some
customer
places
service.
that you send to the info at that company and nobody replies.
We have a customer service unit that attends to all inquiries that comes.
Okay.
And, it's addressed, so it's not a problem at all. Once we get the mail, we'll respond to it immediately.
All right, thank you very much. Elections are very much close to us, and we would want you to actually give, a peace message to Ghanaians as to how to comport themselves as the election comes around.
I think as Ghanaians, we owe it a duty to uphold the democracy we've enjoyed over the years. It's something we shouldn't take for granted. On election day, we should all exercise our rights by going to vote peacefully with no issues. I believe that if we do that, we'll still enjoy the democracy we've enjoyed over the years.
Wow, thank you so much. Jennifer, it's been a wonderful time with you here, and I want to say, when we call on you again, please honor our invitation.
Anytime.
Thank you. All right, viewers, we will see you same time next week, 8 p.m. on Wednesdays, okay? That's when this show is broadcast to you. If you missed it today, you can always watch the repeat broadcast on eTV Ghana at 12 noon on Saturday. Simple as that, you see? Yes, so if you missed it, please look out for it on Saturday at 12 noon. However, I can't leave you without acknowledging our sponsors once again. Voltic says naturally, when it comes to hydration, remember that there's always a Voltic that is within reach. Sankofa Natural Spices, no salt or MSG. Afariwa Styles, when it comes to contemporary ladies and gents outfits, you need to consider Afariwa Styles. I'll be Bites Catering Services for the best of the best when it comes to local continental dishes and pastries, especially cakes. You need to taste Albi Bite Catering Services' cake, okay? And my hair was proudly put together by Awo's Hair, who can be located on Instagram and Facebook on awo_hair. Chana Sheto, Ghana's #1 pepper sauce. You have really made cooking wonderful for a lot of Ghanaians and people even outside of Ghana. I want to say a very big thank you to you all. And if you are somebody who owns another brand and you would like to associate with us, please go ahead and give us a call, okay? Reach out to us and say you want to be on eTV Ghana's African Women's Voices show. And believe you me, you're going to get the targeted mileage that you're looking for. I'd like to say a very big thank you to all of you who have always been with us on Facebook Live. We reached 20 plus, K. Over 20,000 was what we reached, as at last week. It means that the numbers are really growing and we are happy to be growing with you. It's been growing that way gradually and we've gotten to this point and we feel that we need to say a very big thank you to you for always sticking and staying with us. So don't go away. Do enjoy the rest of our interesting lineup for you as we've got a lot more for you. Good night and God bless.